Gaffer, your assessment of another pulsating 96 minutes?
Well, it was as bad as we've played. Let's be frank about it. We didn't control the game. I didn't work hard enough to build our play, to work the ball. We were under the cosh for long periods, and that's not us. But it's typical, if I'm frank, it's typical of what we've been doing on a Tuesday night. And we talk about recovery and we talk about protocols and young players getting themselves right, but young players are building resilience and they're learning to put that resilience into their body at football league level, and sometimes it's a tough journey. The positive is that we've come away with the result. So as ugly as the performance was, and as downbeat perhaps at times as the environment was, because let's face facts, that place has been pulsating on Saturdays. Tuesdays the edge comes slightly off, the away fans really get up and work, and the performance was as the atmosphere, if you like. But at the end you come away with 3 points, and we've scored 3 more goals, and I guess you can't argue with that.
Yeah, what did you say to the lads at half time? What were your views on the first half performance?
I didn't think it was any different or any better than I've just said. I think there were players who didn't turn up, players who weren't doing the jobs that they're supposed to do for the team, and the dressing room was very quiet at half time, which I think spoke for itself. We were devoid of energy, we were devoid of the fighting spirit it takes to win football matches, and I didn't see much of a reaction in the second half. Marcus made a difference. Marcus did what Marcus can do, score an outstanding individual goal, and that has made the difference in the end.
And Ben Alec called upon right near the death, and he's made an unbelievable stop.
Yeah, 2 great saves. Goalkeeping is an art form, and little details like where if you can't keep hold of a ball, where are you going to release it to? And being able to release a ball into the path of a defender and not an attacker, in the split second you get to save the ball and know what to do with your wrist, it is an art. And he gets a hand to the one late on, and he saves it back into Smith, who managed to get it out for the corner, and that's a massive little moment in the game, and the save away to his left-hand side was top drawer. It took a deflection, and he did exceptionally well to get there. Yeah,
he handed a debut to Alisson. Obviously had an eventful game.
Yeah, in many respects it was a huge gamble. I'd had Matt Miles in, had a look at him in a reserve game up at Birmingham, and he did very well for a player that's been out for so long, for a player that's been out with an injury for so long. I was surprised he got through the 90 minutes at Birmingham, which was a mark of the man's character, and a mark of the work he has been doing with the PFA at Burton. So given the situation with Jack suspended and Rico out and Sean Brisley out, and there being that sort of dearth of centre backs, I had no option but to take a step like that, and he's coming on a short-term deal, and credit to him, because he was found wanting for a little bit of pace with the penalty. I'd like to see the penalty decision again, because for me he stumbled, but whether there was contact that was a penalty, I'm not so sure from the angle I was at. But let's get away from that and then on to his reaction, which was head one in at the other end, and it's a fairy tale for him to do that, and mark of the professionalism. I'm sure he'll be delighted tonight.
And you brought Samuelson in on loan from West Ham. What can he provide?
Well, I was lucky enough to stumble upon Martin watching a player play for Brighton at under 21 level 2 or 3 weeks ago, and he comes off the left hand side. He drifts in pockets behind the front. For me, he's going to be able to play at 10. He's going to be able to play on the left hand side of a diamond. He'll be able to play on the left if we do play with the front 3 at any stage, and he's a really exciting prospect. I know Macca, when we were discussing players on Friday, Macca had him on his list of players he'd seen pre-season who had made a real difference to games, and putting those 2 views of him together, we decided that he was well worth the gamble, well worth the opportunity, and I'm looking forward to seeing him here.
Yeah, was it vital with the loan window closing on Thursday that you made sure you had covered all areas for this busy Christmas period?
Well, this is it. We've lost Jermaine tonight. He takes his 5th card and he's going to drop out. So we need options. It's that time of year where you're playing games. Saturday, Tuesday, Christmas period, 26th, 28th. You've got games coming thick and fast. You pick up injuries, you pick up suspensions, and you need to be able to replace a Taylor and Oztuma. You need to be able to replace those players with players who can go in and make a similar difference. So it's nice that West Ham have given him to us, and I look forward to seeing him in our show.